Here we are again. Another year, another declutter video. This is my third year in a row doing one of these videos. I mostly do them in January of each year, and somehow we seem to collect things that we don't need over a year. So I feel like I'm officially at the point in the new year where I'm thinking, maybe I'll just throw out everything in this house. However, my house, to be fair, doesn't look like the most cluttered place. Like, it's lived in, it's not a show home, you know, there's stuff here and there. The house doesn't look particularly cluttered, but I do have my secret cupboards, areas which might be unknown to the naked eye that are just bugging me now, basically. If you've seen my videos before, you'll know that I've got something which I call my Monica cupboard. If you're not a Friends fan, or if you haven't seen Friends before, then you might not get the reference.
Oh my God!
How did you get in there?
You're messy.
No, you weren't supposed to see this. You know how I organize everything, right? Okay, well, this is all of the stuff that doesn't fit into any category. So you see, I'm not messy. I'm just so organized that, okay, fine. Now you know, okay? I'm sick.
And that is basically what my cupboard is. I think I might start with the Monica cupboard because it is just there. That is the Monica cupboard. Shall we start with that one? Let me show you the areas that we're gonna do today so that I can hold myself a bit accountable at the beginning of the video as to what I'm actually gonna get done. So as we go through here, we've got a kitty. Sure. This is the Monica cupboard, and let me pop the light on. We do have quite like an orangey light, so just ignore that. But this is the Monica cupboard. Hello and welcome to my Monica cupboard. I mean, it just needs reorganized, I think. A lot of this stuff has kind of been brought out from various boxes and crates and just needs to be put back. We've got things like my tanning mitts. This is for Billy's litter tray, the odor removers, the deodorizers. We've got hair care products, a foot spa. This basket is basically just full of things that I need to use up. For example, like bath and shower gels. Just a lot of stuff in there just needs a little organise. Again, up here, to be fair, most of this box can probably be donated, I think. There's a lot of stuff here that I can see on the bric-a-brac section of a charity shop that I haven't used for years, and I feel like it's sat here for so long with me thinking like, oh yeah, I'll use that one day, but I really don't. So we'll have a look at that. My bedding lives in here, just needs to fold and reorganise, towels, toilet papers. This shelf, to be fair, there's not a lot I can really do with. It's just empty boxes. I know that some people are a bit funny about like keeping empty boxes, because sometimes I think, well, what do I need it for? But this is a lot of like my camera stuff, my laptop, iPad, etc. All the boxes there, because I think if I ever need to sell anything, or if I ever come to sell a lens or whatever, then the box is still there. Do you know what I mean? So that is basically that top shelf. So there's not a lot I can do with that one. So it's essentially these two shelves that we're going to look at today. Once we have done that, I'm going to do... Actually, I think that's all really for upstairs. Under my bed is actually fine. I did declutter under my bed a couple of months ago, I think, and I haven't really been in it since. Another space that is going to be done today is under the sink. So under the sink it's always a mess basically, but we have this space here which is basically all my cleaning supplies, things like my NutriBullet, slow cooker, blender, etc. Again, just needs another little reorganize. A lot of like my dusting, like these like dusting sheets and things. I mean, I don't just use them, Emmanuel uses them for his car as well, but they just need like folding and putting somewhere. I think half the problem is that because I've got like these things in the front, I find it difficult, like when I'm not like in a rush, but it's just me being lazy, to be honest. But if I feel like, I don't know, I take something out, I take one of these out the wash and like I put it away, rather than like folding it and then like moving these things and then putting it in there, I'll just shove it in. So then it ends up a mess. Basically, this cupboard needs sorting. And then finally, I think where I might do as well, and this one shouldn't take too long to be fair, but I think I'm going to do this shoe rack. Now, I might need to consult with Emmanuel, but I have a feeling he's just going to tell me that he doesn't want any of his shoes putting away. Because to be fair, most of these are Emmanuel shoes. But I just need to reorganise kind of the shelves and have a reassess of which shoes I'm wearing at the minute. Maybe have a little reassess of which shoes I'm actually wearing on a regular basis and which need to be there. And which ones I can take upstairs and pop in my wardrobe, basically. Those are the 3 main areas that I'm going to focus on today. Everywhere else is actually fine. Surprisingly fine. So I'm going to start with probably one of the most difficult ones, which will be, I say difficult, one of the most tiresome ones is probably the Monica cupboard. So we're going to start with that one. I think the easiest way to battle this is just to take everything out. Shelf by shelf, probably. So I might start with the bottom shelf because that is the one that's stressing me out the most. Take everything out, pop it on the floor, so then I can really see what I've got and what needs to go where, and then what items can either be discarded or donated. That is everything out and onto the floor. I feel like this isn't nearly as bad as previous years. I feel like I've actually been pretty good. Like, it's a little bit messy in that cupboard and it needs sorting out, but I feel like I've been good with not buying things that I don't need. We'll just have a little sort through this stuff. All I need to do actually as well is just give this like a hoover and a wipe down, and then I can pop things back in. But I don't think that this should take me too long at all.
In my God, I cannot like it.
Right, bottom shelf is done. There's a couple of bits that I took out which aren't going back in, and they're just going to be like relocated. Things that we don't use, like we've got another like mini hoover. I'm going to check with Emmanuel whether we actually need this, because we do have our Dyson, but this has got, funnily enough, this has got better battery life. But I never use this, but I feel like he might use it for the car, but I'll double check with him. And just other bits that need relocating. I just got super distracted as well because he's at work and he's obviously on his break. And he's texting me conspiracy theories about Squid Games because we watched season 2, like we finished that now. And obviously season 3 is coming out this year, but season 2 ended on quite a cliffhanger. My theory as well is that one of the reasons why 456, the main guy, is back in it is that he is some way like involved or destined to take over the games or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna get off the topic of Squid Games because that is not what we're here for. I'm just getting myself wrapped up in it. This area is now done. I've kind of organised it so that you can mostly see everything. Like, things are a lot more accessible. I feel like when I open the cupboard and try to reach for something, that everything's not going to come toppling out, which sometimes it does. I have left this gap here because I think I might as well just do it now, actually. I'm going to use this space to pop toilet rolls because obviously this is where we keep our toilet rolls, and it would be handy if they were like out of the packet, just easy to grab. So if I pop them like that, and I'll just pop this last one in the bathroom. And that is the bottom shelf done. Obviously my phone and stuff won't be there, but that's the bottom shelf done. Now onto the middle shelf, which I honestly don't think will take too long. I just want to have an organise through this one and see what we can get donated, because I feel like there's a lot in here that I don't need or won't use. So yeah, and then it's just about like refolding stuff basically.
I see it in your eyes. Yeah, I can read the signs. You need to get away. It's time we make a change. Oh, you know you'll always have me. Baby, I will always stay with you. So put your trust in me. We'll work it out, you'll see. If we get in a car and drive someplace far, yeah, we could go for a ride. The two of us, we don't have to stop. Baby, let's go for a ride. You and I, let us run away. We can go where we want. I'll have your bag if you
I have no idea what this angle is like because you are attached to my light with a magnet. Second shelf is now done, which I'm very proud of. I've actually, the bedding, at least one of you guys in every video that I've done of this, every year that I'm sorting out this shelf and this basket in particular, you guys tell me, Jess, put your bedding inside a pillowcase and then it's all in one space. So basically I'm not getting it all tangled together. I'm not losing pillowcases, etc. because each bedding set is inside a pillowcase, and it is genius. And every year and every time someone tells me to do that, I think, yeah, that's a brilliant idea, I'll do that. And then next time when I wash the bedding, I completely forget. Yeah, I've actually finally done it, and I've got to say it looks a lot tidier and a lot neater because it is all just in a pillowcase and folded up. So then when it comes to changing the bedding, I just take the sheets off and then just grab a pillowcase full of stuff and it is there ready, sorted. Brilliant, genius. But this is this cupboard done now. I just need to organise. So basically there's a few bits in the bedroom which I've taken out of here that I'm going to pop under the bed because they need, like, I just think they'd be better off under there, just because this kind of area I think I use a bit more than I do under the bed. So there's things that are going under the bed, such as the little handheld hoover, which I found the charger for now actually, and the window vac. I use that when I clean the windows and things, but I don't do that as often as I should. But, so the chargers for those and stuff can just go under the bed so that I know that they're there for when I do want to use them, but they don't need to be in here, basically. So I'm going to pop all that lot away, and then we're going to head downstairs and tackle the cupboard under the sink. Also forgot to say, so this bedding set, to be fair, it is fairly new, but it's actually not very good quality. I think I got it from B&M, but there's two bedding sets there that I don't use anymore, and I'm just going to donate them basically to the cat and dog shelter because they go through bedding. I don't think they take duvets, but I think they take duvet covers just for like warmth and stuff. So I'm going to donate those, and basically we're just going to rotate through the three bedding sets that we've got. I've got two in there which fit nicely into the basket, and then one obviously on the bed. So that's all we need. We don't really need like 5 different bedding sets. Yeah, like I say, these ones are going to go to the cat and dog shelter tomorrow. Okay, now we are moving on to under the stairs. If you can hear any noises in the background, I'm hoping that this mic means that you won't be able to hear any background noises, but if you can, this here, the washer is on, so that's what that is. To be honest, I think a lot of this is just bringing it all out and reorganising. I don't think there's anything really that needs throwing away as such, but we'll see how it goes. We'll see what we end up with. But I think for the most part, it's all like I haven't bought any kind of new cleaning products over the last, well, I have actually, but like I haven't bought any things which I think that I haven't used. So everything in this cupboard hopefully is all stuff that I'm using or could use come the situation. Do you know what I mean? So I think we're just going to take it all out, reorganise it and put it back in, basically. I think one thing that I definitely do need to start doing is remembering what I've got, because there are actually some things in here that I will and can use, but I just forget that I've got them. Prime example, first, one of these that I've pulled out, these little compartments were from B&M, by the way, but a little while ago, and I've got air freshener refills, which I have been and bought new ones of since I bought these. So I don't really know why maybe it's because they're at the back. Do I need to reposition them? I don't know. Either way, I completely forget that I've got air freshener refills. Don't need to buy new ones because they're here. I feel like I did under the sink, like not a year ago. I feel like I did this maybe 3 or 4 months ago because the compartments are actually quite clean, which actually I know why it was. We had an issue not that long ago where the sink was actually leaking. Basically, it was my fault. I had cleaned the sink and I'd basically done that thing where you take the cover of the plug hole off in the kitchen sink and clean under it, like down into the pipe and everything. And then when I put it back on, I hadn't done it tight enough and essentially all the water was kind of just leaking into here. So I did have to organise this a little while ago and clean everything because it stank. It was so wet under here. Luckily, like it hadn't caused any damage, but it was incredibly wet and needed organising and cleaning. So yeah, so it had been done. It has been done. It just needs a little refresh, you know? So yeah, I need to remember that we've got these. There's no sign of any water, which is always a good sign. I've got everything out. I feel like this top shelf has so much more stuff on it than the bottom. The bottom shelf, I've put everything back in and I've kind of put those smelly things and candles at the front at the bottom so that I can see them for next time. I feel like, first of all, this is really uncomfortable to sit on, this floor. But I feel like I need to go through the medications and see whether they are in fact all in date, because sometimes when I take things like some of my paracetamols, I had some tablets from like literally like 4 or 5 years ago and I was wondering why they weren't working. It's because they're out of date. So I'm going to go through the medicines and check if they're in date and then just have a little organise of everything else, I think, and just put them all into these little containers so that they're easy to see and easy to find.
Friday night, not really here for a good time, but if you're up for drinks and a good crowd, raise your glass to the sky. Let's toast to that. All these people can stare, I don't care about that. This is my pity party, I'm gonna cry all night and I'll flip the bird at the guys. I don't need nobody. This is my pity party, I'll do just what I want, yeah. I'll dance on top of the bar.
I swear I have done this before. You guys have seen me do this before on my channel. Tell me how this has slipped by me. A tube of Bonjela. I thought, well, it's probably going to be in date. I did this not long ago. Expires December 2021. 2021. 2021. How? How was this still in there? I don't think anyone's used it either, to be fair. None of us have... Weird. What? How? I don't get it. I also seem to have an abnormal amount of batteries loose in the bottom of here. I feel like I have one... This is empty. I feel like these might all still work, but I think they've just fell out of the packet. So shall I risk just putting them back in? And then having the frustration of potentially these not working? We'll see.
I think that I'm going to hiding somewhere by a gated star. Baby, they ain't never gonna find me. I'm a renegade. I could be the one who saved you from
probably thinking, Jess, that doesn't look any different to what it did before. I know it still looks quite cluttered, but it makes sense in my mind, and that is what matters, okay? Essentially, it is a severe lack of space. There's some stuff that I'm going to use all of this at some point. But I think the most important parts, like the crates, they are all in order and well organized so that I can actually see what's in there. So then if I wanted some medicine, I could literally just, I can see it basically now because it's organized. So I'm happy with that. I think I'm actually going to end up using this tonight because Emmanuel is bringing his uniforms home, and we're going to basically stoop them in some stain remover because his uniforms just sometimes get a little icky, you know. Other than that, I think we're pretty good to go. I will say actually one thing that I could do different here, but then I like all my washing stuff to be on the same level. I thought I was going to be one of those girlies that decant their stuff into one of these, and it's, rather than saving space, it creates more work because this doesn't really hold very well. It doesn't hold the little pods very well, so maybe I should just pop these back in the box, and then that's one less thing that's on the shelf. No, I'm not doing it. I will never learn from my own mistakes. I mean, that's fine there. It's fine. I just like that because I can see, it's easy to grab. Sorry, but how difficult are those child locks? The child locks on, washing tablets and stuff. This took me a good 15 minutes to open the first time because I couldn't get it open. Whereas if it's in there, I mean, there's no children around here. If I have kids, maybe it might be different, but there's no kids around here. Only Billy, and he's not eating them. So, yeah, I feel like we're done with this cupboard. Let's just shut the doors and leave it now. That was supposed to be a bit more aesthetic than what it was, but never mind. The final hurdle, and I'm sat on the floor again. I feel like this, I've saved the best till last because I feel like this won't take very long. All I need to do is take the shoes out, work out which ones I wear and which ones I don't, and then put the ones that I do wear back, and then put the ones that I don't upstairs in my wardrobe. In terms of Emmanuel's, I think I'm just going to kind of tidy them up a bit. I'm not going to hide his shoes. Yeah, I'm not going to hide his shoes. I think we'll just tidy them up, make it look a bit more presentable in there. Yeah, I don't think I got that many pairs of actual shoes in here. Just for context though, 1, 2, 3 are my shoes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is Emmanuel's. Riddle me that. Okay, just to kind of show you what I've actually got here. So my Uggs, I do wear them quite a lot. It's mostly seasonal changes. Uggs I'll wear a lot. These boots I do wear as well. These ones can go away because they're just for I don't know, slightly smarter shoes, which obviously I'm not smart every day. My Pandas and the red Nikes I do wear quite often as well. These heeled boots can go away because, I mean, they're nice. They are my go-to when it comes to kind of when I'm feeling a little bit more snazzy, but I don't wear them every day. These are more like running trainers. Do I run? No. So they can go away. And these, funnily enough, actually aren't my shoes. These are ones I'm selling on Vinted. So if you want to go and check my Vinted out, these will be for sale on there. And then over here is kind of my more go-tos. These I wear to the gym. So I'm actually wearing them tonight when I go to the gym. These are literally the same thing, but in a different colour, and I absolutely love them. Are they not just gorgeous? And then these are just my little slides that I wear I just basically put these on when I'm going to take the bins out, or I don't know, you know what I mean. So yeah, we're going to keep these ones, we'll keep these. Actually, how many spots do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4. If we take these ones and then these 2 pairs, and then the rest can go, these can all go upstairs. This area is pretty much sorted. So obviously my shoes are in there, but then I've just put my slides here because we seem to have quite a few pairs of slides there, so I thought I'll just add mine to there. And then I've just basically stacked up a manual so that he can see them or go through them. I don't know what he's going to want to do, but I'm just going to pop these ones upstairs in the wardrobe. And just like that, job done. Job done. Thank the Lord. I feel like there is a whole new level of satisfaction when your house is not just clean and tidy, but also decluttered. So when you open the doors of things, like, it's not a shock to look at. I feel like sometimes when I sit after a clean and a tidy and I sit down and light the candle, as we all do, sometimes I feel like it's not quite there. Because visually, yes, I can see everything is clean and tidy, but I know in the back of my mind that there are places in the house that are not tidy. But now that's all done. That's all done. And it just feels so good. It feels so good. So I'm going to end this vlog here. I feel like I've been very productive. I don't think that actually took as long as I thought it would, because I feel like the more that I'm doing these, because I feel like with each year that I'm doing this, there's less stuff to declutter. So that Monica cupboard, I feel, will always be an issue because, I mean, the storage in my house, I say it all the time in my vlogs and just in life in general, but my house and storage, those words don't belong in a sentence together. It's such a small house, so storage is very limited. I often find that when I don't know where to put things, I just shove them in that cupboard or under my bed. So that's how we end up with having to do these yearly declutters. But I feel like we're doing good, we're doing well. I haven't got as much stuff to declutter, as it were. So very proud of myself. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed this. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, go hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.
Baby, let me love you.